This is honestly one of the best and most comfortable ways to finally get a good night's sleep if you are having numbness and tingling in your fingers or hand or wrist pain. This is the Pil-O Splint. Hi guys, I'm Michelle from Virtual Hand Care, and in this video I'm going to share some features about the Pil-O Splint so you can stop nighttime hand pain or numbness and tingling and finally catch some Z's. To make it easy, I'm going to break this video down into who can benefit from this Pil-O Splint, the quality and materials used, comfort and support, and finally functionality. This is where I'll share a few additional thoughts and recommendations about the Pil-O Splint from my own personal use. And I'll leave a link here or in the description below of where you can find the Pil-O Splint. Let's get started. First, let's look at who could benefit from this Pil-O Splint. Now, first, it's important to mention that this was actually created by an orthopedic surgeon and hand surgeon. So you know this was developed by somebody that has a lot of experience helping people with various hand or wrist conditions. Now, this is ideally for somebody that has numbness and tingling, tendinitis, arthritis, or pain in their fingers, in their hand, or in their wrist. I also think that anybody that just had a cast removed after a hand or wrist fracture or surgery could benefit from this, especially if you're having a hard time sleeping at night because you don't have that cast on anymore and maybe you're a little scared of what you might do in the middle of the night, or if you just have pain from not having that support to your wrist or hand anymore. Now let's look at the quality and materials used. The Pil-O Splint is latex free and it has a soft cotton liner, which is very comfortable for your fingers to rest on. It's constructed with breathable foam and it's covered with a soft poly flannel that acts as an insulator to keep your fingers and your wrist warm at night, which can help reduce finger stiffness when you wake up. There are two rigid plastic dorsal stays that immobilize your hand and your wrist and your fingers in more of a neutral position, preventing you from curling your wrist and possibly compressing your carpal tunnel area. Plus, this plastic makes it really lightweight, unlike some of the other braces out there that have more metal stays, which can be a little bit heavier when you're trying to sleep. Now, keep in mind this is hand wash only and air dry only, so it could be beneficial to get two of these to allow for drying time. Now let's look at comfort and support. A feature I really like about this Pil-O Splint is that it is a universal design. So you can wear this on both your right and on your left hands. This Pil-O Splint is circumferential, so it fits around your whole entire hand and wrist and arm, and it also supports the forearm all the way up to the fingertips. And again, this is very helpful for those of you that might have a tendency to like clench your fingers or curl your wrist at night. And you may even notice less swelling in your fingers or in your wrist because of the gentle compression that it provides. Another feature that most nighttime splints do not have is this soft, tiny pillow inside. The pillow is filled with recyclable ergo beads for added support and comfort. This helps keep that natural curve of your palm, which reduces that palmar tightness that you might feel from not moving your hand all night. I also just can't get over how easy it is to put this on. All you have to do is just slip it off and just slip it back on over your fingers. It's way simpler than other wrist supports out there, so you don't have to worry about the Velcro wearing out from taking it off and on, or the Velcro getting stuck on your blankets or pajamas. Now, even though this has a hole for your thumbs, you don't necessarily have to use that. So, I mean, for your right hand, you can place it on like this and you could have your thumb stick out. However, if that's a little uncomfortable for you, there's enough space inside and it's really comfortable that you don't necessarily have to have your thumb sticking out. Same thing with your left hand. You don't necessarily have to have the thumb out, or if it is more comfortable to have that in that nice comfortable opening, then you could do that as well. And so there are a lot of options with this splint to make sure that you're comfortable so you can get a good night's sleep. Now, if you have a lot of swelling or just have larger hands or arms, there is an adjustable Pil-O Splint option. Okay, now let's talk about cost. So the cost can range from $38 to $50 US depending on where you purchase it from. I feel this is very reasonable for the quality of this product and very similar to other products boasting the same nighttime relief. Now let's talk about functionality. One thing to keep in mind when you're wearing this Pil-O Splint is to wear it right before you go to bed. And what I mean by that is you are already in bed and you've turned out the lights and you're ready to sleep, because you will have a hard time using your hand because you can't move your wrist or fingers. So doing things like using the bathroom or reading or doing anything else you may need to do will be nearly impossible. However, you can just easily take it off. And another thing to keep in mind is if you have numbness and tingling on both hands, you may need one for each hand. And if you live alone, you may have a difficult time putting one on the other hand. And something else that I noticed from wearing it is that because it has a really good amount of foam padding inside, you might find yourself getting a little warm. So if you're somebody that gets hot easily at night, or you are wearing this in the summer months, you may need to find some other ways to keep yourself cool at night. Now, as I wrap up this video, I do want to share a few final recommendations. I do suggest wearing this Pil-O Splint only at night. You don't want to wear it during the day because that can lead to more stiffness of your fingers, of your wrist, maybe even of your whole arm, because you can't use your hand as you normally would. I also suggest wearing this Pil-O Splint consistently every night, especially if you are experiencing numbness and tingling. This can reduce the compression on your median nerve and it keeps your wrist in a nice neutral position. And so then it will help prevent you from placing your wrist in not so optimal positions that might put more tension on that carpal tunnel space. And finally, if you are having numbness and tingling at night, but it's more on the small finger side of your hand, it could be due to cubital tunnel syndrome. In that case, you may need the adjustable elbow support to prevent compression of your ulnar nerve. And I will put links below of where you can find this Pil-O Splint, the adjustable wrist splint, as well as the elbow support that I just talked about. Now, if you found this video helpful, do please give it a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Now, if you're looking for more ways to help your hand arthritis or stop numbness and tingling, then check out my videos here. Until next time, thanks for watching.